Just the recap for New York session on the 6th, or on the 5th, so Thursday session. Went into the open just a bit more bearish. PA wasn't bearish yet on the hourly time frame, so I had to be a bit more patient, but we swept the sell side and we had these relative equal lows in daily fair value gap, so that looked like a clear draw. Looked like PA clearly wanted to draw down into those lows. So for the open, PA was just a bit choppy, but we did have this 5-minute inverse here. Did have this 5-minute inverse after taking sell side or buy side, as every other ICT trader would call it. And we had this data low here, this data print, which kind of looked like a very obvious draw. Very obvious draw, kind of a seek and destroy profile. It already played out, but still looked like an obvious draw, and it kind of did go with our overall kind of bearish bias. The only thing essentially that I was waiting for was for the kind of, there's a 1 hour fair value gap. I wanted to wait for that before I was really bearish, but it still did make sense to be bearish on the high time frame, and this 5-minute inverse fair value gap setup was still good. So around market open, we kind of chopped into it. We did confirm, but it was quite a strong movement down. Kind of skewed my R&R. Could have maybe waited for a retest in the 20 SMA back into there before I moved back down, which would have been a nice trade. That would have been a bit more high probability. Would have been really nice R&R. Good 2-to-1 in this case here. We made a good 2-to-1. But I kind of saw this, and at this point here, I was more bearish looking at the session. I wanted to see price go lower, so I wanted to see, of course, some sort of retest in this hourly fair value gap, or hourly inverse fair value gap, confirm bearish PA on the higher time frame, and I was looking for the 1 minute for some sort of short setup. Looking for some sort of proper inverse fair value gap here to form. The only thing that formed was this little fair value gap here. We already confirmed for a short and then went higher. I just wasn't a fan of it. This did eventually confirm, and we did take this internal low, but it just wasn't really a good confirmation. The price action delivery in it just didn't look nice. It wasn't a clean inverse fair value gap in the 1 minute as well. So I kept on waiting patiently. What price eventually does is, I believe, it just repriced higher to take these relative equal, or take this high that we formed early in the session. So maybe there was a really good short setup. Really good long setup. I was looking short here for this inverse fair value gap here on the 5 minute. You set up a really nice kind of inverse fair value gap here. Well, really nice fair value gap was created on the 5 minute. You almost did confirm it, but price decided it wanted to go higher in this case and draw up to these highs that you created. So yeah. So that was the New York session in this case here. Was initially bearish, did get a bearish setup on the 5 minute. The R&R was a bit skewed, so I didn't bother taking it. Could have been a bit tricksy, and looking for a retest back in that 5 minute inverse fair value gap. Up here, once the hourly had inversed, was bearish, didn't really get a short setup, price went long instead. So yeah.